Hello everyone, my name is Danelius and I am representing Vilnius Builders Training Center, and today I will present you project results about training of teachers for their realization of dual vocational training and technician training. So we have two curriculums developed, A and B. The first one is for dual vocational training and other one for technician training. Curriculum A is for advanced training dedicated to vocational school staff, offering dual vocational training courses. Curriculum B is for training vocational school staff and other lecturers, offering a 2-year training as a technician under a dual system. Curriculum A, its objective is raise qualification of WET teachers in order to carry out dual vocational training with about 70-75% in company training and 25-30% of studies in vocational school. Its content consists of 9 modules focusing on specific aspects of organization and implementation of dual vocational training, and duration of it is 2 days. Curriculum B is objective to raise qualification of WET teachers and lecturers who deliver further training for the qualification of construction technician. It contains also from 9 modules focusing on implementation of dual WET and subject-specific aspects of technician training, and its duration is 2-day training course. It was 2 pilot testings of training courses organized, one in Vilnius and one in Gdansk. Its aim was to test practical applicability of the developed curricula for training A and B, and participants of these activities was included of WET teachers, lecturers, other staff members of project partners. In total, 45 participants. Presentations in these activities was delivered by invited speakers and representatives of project partners. Training methods and techniques used was presentation, discussion, case analysis, and teamwork. Also, evaluation forums completed by the training participants and lecturers to provide the feedback of these training activities. And after the trainings, we have evaluation, and the results show some positive and some aspects which needs to be improved. So positive aspects was that competencies and knowledge improved of the participants, range of topics well selected, high feasibility of further implementation by WET providers, and some aspects to be improved, more interactive behavior and group work, more attention to a practical part of the contents. So, the main findings and recommendation of these activities was that the developed curricula have proved their worth and should be used consistently. About 75% of the training should deal with questions of content, and about 25% with the basic pedagogical questions. Target groups that are as homogeneous as possible increase learning success. Therefore, training A should primarily be attended by teachers from WET schools, and training B by teachers from WET schools and other vocational education and training institutions, as well as universities. Also important for successful implementation are interactive designs, group work, short role plays, concrete practical examples. Sufficient time for discussions should be planned for each module. Each training should be evaluated and lead to an ongoing improvement process. Future implementation should be carried out in cooperation with universities which have relevant experience, knowledge, and qualified lecturers. And now we move to the part 2. It's testing technician training, which was implemented by Vilnius Builders Training Center, and implementation period was from June 2019 till March 2020. It was 20 participants enrolled for this course, and the participants include adult learners, that was workers of construction companies, and CVET students who already acquired a specific qualification in building and construction sphere. These trainings, including tailored lessons and practical workshops, was organized in premises of Vilnius Builders Training Center. The lessons are organized as evening classes to address the needs of the learners who are employed. The training content has based on the curriculum prepared by partners from Germany and was adapted to the national requirements. The training courses comprises 1,200 hours, including project work, and 5 trainers conducted the training. 20% of the total training time dedicated to theory lessons, and 80% is practical training delivered at the Sectoral Practical Training Center of Vilnius Builder Training Center and Companies. 94 hours project work will be optional for participants to choose to complete either at the company or the school workshop. After the trainings, the evaluation of the training material was made, and the second written survey carried out during the last week of the training with all participants having completed the provided questionnaire forms. Personal interviews with 3 participants and personal interview with 2 teachers have been carried out in the middle of the training. Assessment was divided in 2 parts, one for theoretical knowledge, another for practical work. So as you see, 2 participants have gained the highest note and 2 participants the lowest note, that was 6. And assessment for project work was like 3 participants get a note of 10, that was the highest, and 4 participants the lowest note, which was 7. After the training, all the participants were awarded with the certificates like this. After the trainings, some observations were made, like the knowledge acquired by the participants during the training is needed and applied in the labor market. Some of the training participants had a long time since they graduated from vocational or higher education institutions and had not participated in any in-service training courses. Most of the participants attended in the training on their own initiative. Some were motivated by the employer or co-workers. There was also our school graduates and teachers, family members. This training improved most of the participants' personal development, helped to grow on a professional personal level, improved some of them employment situation. Training participants were the most active at the beginning of the training. Later, activity and attendance of contact lessons decreased. The reason for this was that it was difficult for some training participants to reconcile work, learning and family responsibilities. In the second half of the training, teachers had to put a lot of effort into selecting the teaching materials to keep the participant interested in practice. The participants of the training were more interested in those lectures where IT knowledge was improved and various calculations performed. The training participants had more interesting practical lessons than theoretical ones. It observed that the participants of the training managed to absorb the transmitted information at different rates. It especially felt when conveying the topics of modules B3, B4 and B7. It was mainly due to differences in education, in partage, problems at work, or in the family. For the teachers who taught the participants, participation in the project posed many challenges, as it necessary to in-depth knowledge in the field of the subject showed, update or develop the teaching material according to the curriculum. So the teachers updated their experience in the field of the taught subject. The training contributed to teachers' personal development. The latest information in the subject area had to search in foreign languages, like in English, German and Polish. There was little information in Lithuanian teaching about some topics, but knowledge of foreign language had deepened during the preparation of the teaching material. The teachers who participated in the training have already updated and adjusted the curriculum based on the construction technician program developed by the project partner and the experience gained during the training. And it was decided that this program meets the needs of the state economy because lots of Lithuanian companies are looking for qualified engineers and technicians. It is an excellent opportunity for any Lithuanian vocational training institution that wants to raise its prestige and attract as many stakeholders as possible. Based on the experience and observation gained during the training, the following recommendation was made. The content of the training modules is appropriate, meets the needs and expectations of construction professionals, has been well and very well evaluated by participants. It is recommended to adapt the curriculum prepared by partners from Germany for customers' needs and national requirements when organizing training. Only after delving into the content of individual modules, the needs and preferences of customers and training participants. The training should be shorter, approximately 500 or 600 hours. Duration of the training no more than a half year. Before organizing the training, it will be worthwhile to arrange a test of the knowledge and abilities of the training participants. It is necessary because of the ability to absorb information is unequal. It is possible and recommended to implement this training in our country. Cooperation between the state, municipalities and business must be encouraged at all levels of non-formal adult education. It would also better address the issue of funding for the creation of such competence centers. The creation of vocational training competence centers would be significant in promptly solving the problem of lack of specific knowledge and competencies of construction specialists. Thank you for your attention and see you next time.